Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depending on where you are watching this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our page. We'll be bringing you more interesting videos as we proceed. If you have a kid at home, primary, GHS, you can subscribe for them so that as time goes on, we'll bring you interesting topics, then they get to learn. Today, we are going to do mathematics. And our topic for today is going to be comparing numbers using less than, greater than, or equal to. Someone will ask, why less than, greater than, or equal to? Isn't it one of the easiest topics in the syllabus? It is something that people still don't know. Yes, even people who are done with university, they still find difficulties and challenges even with the names of the symbols. So today I want to give you some hints that will help you to get the names of these symbols as we proceed. Now, this first sign is what we call less than. Now, this symbol is a comparison against itself, the back and the front of the symbol. So if I'm reading something like this, I meet the small side first. So when you say something is less, it means the thing is smaller. So if you look at this symbol, you see that the back side is smaller than the front side. So whatever you see here is less than what is over here. That is why we refer to this symbol as less than. And this symbol as greater than. Like I said earlier, the symbol is a comparison of its own self. So we are comparing the front to the back. So if you are reading this way, you are going to meet the bigger side before the smaller side. So when you say something is greater, it means that the thing is bigger than the other. Now, and we have another sign equal to, which we all know we'll be using day in and day out. Equal to, the space between the front and the back, they are equal. Hence, the two numbers you are going to compare is equal to. So anytime we talk about the symbol equal to, it means that what is on the left hand and what is on the right hand are equal. So that is the meaning of our keywords for today, equal to. Now, let's dig into our topic. If we have been given two numbers to compare, example, we are comparing a number like 231 and 45. There are a lot of procedures that we have to follow when we are comparing two numbers. And then the first hint is that we have to count the numbers. Always, I've been telling my kids that a longer number is always a greater number. A longer number. So when you are going to compare, count your left hand numbers, count your right hand numbers, and then you check. Always a longer number is a greater number. So for instance, we have 1, 2, 3 over here, and we have two numbers over here. So the three numbers is greater than the two digit numbers. And therefore, this one is greater than this one. Now let's come back to our signs. Which sign are we going to put here? The bigger side of the symbol faces the bigger number. So 230, if we put greater than, the bigger side is facing this here. Don't forget, greater than. So 231 is greater than 45. Now someone will ask, what if the number of digits are the same? Let's look at that. Example, 245 and 138. We have three digits here. 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3. How then do we know the bigger one? So if we have the same number of digits, then what we will do is that we will check their first numbers. So don't skip the first rule. First of all, we have to know the number of digits. So 1, 2, 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3 numbers. Because there are three numbers, our first rule that we said you have to check number of digits will not work. So you have to come to our second rule, which says that we should check their first numbers. Our first number here is 2. Here is 1. So 2 and 1, which one is greater? The 2. So that means that this number is greater than this one. So still on our left hand, so which sign are we using? The sign that the open side faces the bigger number, and that is still greater than. So this can be read 245 is greater than 138. Someone will ask, what if the number on our right side and the number on our left side are having the same number of digits and they are having the same first numbers? Let's take an example and see. Like 486 and 492. So don't forget our first rule. Always we have to go chronologically, step by step. So our let's count. First rule we said we count. So let's count 1, 2, 3. This side we count 1, 2, 3. So we have three numbers. So what do? Our second rule says that we should compare their first numbers. Over here, my first number is 4. Over here, my first number is 4. So that means that my first rule will not work. My second rule will not work. So I have to jump to my third rule, which states that I can now compare my second numbers. So my second number here is 8. My second number here is 9. So 8 and 9, which one is greater? 9 is greater. So that means that the number on our right side is the greater one. Don't forget, we said always the bigger side of the symbol must face the bigger number. And so this is how this sign, so less than is the sign that fits in. So this one can be read as 486 is less than 492. Now let's take another one. Someone will say, if my first number, what if my number of digits are the same, my first numbers are the same, my second numbers are the same? What then happens? So that is when you go to your third rule. So let's take an example of 4,862 and 4,876. So please, always you have to go step by step. We have to count our number of digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We come to our second rule, because our number of digits are 4, 4. So you compare their first numbers. The first number here is 4. The first number here is 4. So our second rule is not working as well. So our third rule, which says that the second numbers. Our second number here is 8. Our second number here is 8. So that means that our third rule too cannot work. So we have to move to the fourth rule, which says that we should compare our third numbers. Our third number here is 6. Our third number here is 7. So the 7 is bigger than 6. So that means that this number is bigger than this one. Don't forget, the symbol, the side that faces the bigger number, that is what we are going to use. And so less than. So this one can be read as 4,862 is less than 4,876. And let's make use of our equal to sign. Let's have a number like 3,426 and 3,426 also was here. So let's apply our rules and see. Our first rule, we count the number of digits. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. On our right side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. What do? We compare their first numbers next. Let's check their first numbers. The first number here is 3. The first number here is 3. So you have to jump to our third rule, which says that we have to compare their second numbers. Our second number here is 4. Our second number here is 4. So what do? We jump to our fourth rule, which says that we have to compare their third numbers. Our third number here is 2. Our third number here is 2. So what do? We jump to our fifth rule, which says that we should compare their fourth numbers. The fourth number is 6 here. The fourth number here is 6. That means they have the same number of digits, and each number here on the left side is equivalent to the one on the right side. So that means we are going to use our equal to sign, which means the number on our left side is equal to the number on the right side. Now, someone will ask, what will happen if I skip any of the rules? Now, let's look at what is going to happen. Example F. Let's look at 552,845 and 6,425. Let's see that someone first did not count the number of digits, and the person starts counting. The person starts comparing their first numbers. So the first number here is 5. The first number here is 6. The person will say that the sign that is supposed to be used is less than, which is wrong. We have to always count the number of digits. You have to go step by step. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits on our left, 1, 2, 3, 4 digits on our right. So automatically our longer number becomes the bigger number, which is rather supposed to be greater than. Now, this rule can work, this less than, greater than, equal to rule can work on any number of digits that you decide to use. If you want to use 12 number of digits, 13 number of digits, whatever number of digits that you decide to use, this rule can work for you. Don't forget our rules. First, you have to count your number of digits. After counting, you will only proceed to the second rule if that does not work. If they are having the same number of digits, then you have to compare their first numbers. If they have the first number of digits, you check their second. If they have the same second, you continue to their third. If they have the same, you continue on to the last. So this rule can work on any number of digits that you decide to use on. I want to give you an exercise. Compare using less than, greater than, or equal to. So A, on my left side, you have 25,686. On your right, you have 26,499. B, you're going to have 869,444. On your right side, you're going to have 92,777. C, we are going to have 992,425. On our right side, we are going to have 992,245. And then our last question for today, we're going to have 486,222. On our right side, we are going to have 486,222. All right, so do the exercise, and the next time we meet, we are going to see if you've gotten that right. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and we are going to give you more amazing videos that you are going to love it. My name is Semaxo.